Well, it sure is a great pleasure to receive this thing, and a great part of it is who presented to me was Shane. I've been with McMahon's, now his great-grandfather, his grandfather, and now his dad. And I know his dad is teaching him all the ropes of becoming the next successor to him. And he started from the bottom. I remember when he was a little boy in Cape Cod, he was cleaning out the men's room. And then he became working all over the arenas. Then he started setting up the rings. Then he, from there, he became a referee, and then on into the office work. And he's going to take over after his dad. But his dad told me there's one thing before he takes over. He's got to be able to get behind me and stretch me before he'd be able to take over. So, one thing I want to thank you, Vince, for starting this Hall of Fame and honoring me into it. And sure want to thank you for everything. And I'm thankful for a lot of people here. I'm thank my wife for putting up with me for all these years. And when I look at this crowd out here and I see these old timers and see Angelo Savoli sitting over there. I remember years ago when we hit every territory in the country together, and they were tough. We used to have to go to Washington, D.C. from New York, and it was like a 9.5-hour trip, no turnpikes, nothing like you have today. We used to start out in New York and down Highway 1, and there was no bridges at Delaware. We had to take the ferry across. But we made it after all those years, did up and down, and sure enjoyed it. And I want to thank everybody here, and I want to sure thank Bob Backlund for being a great champion. I've been around a lot of people, a lot of wrestlers. I've seen them come and go, but I'll say one thing for Bob Backlund. He was one of the great champions and the best conditioned athlete I have ever seen in my life. He was great. Thank you. Told you he was great. And where was I now? So I'm not much at speaking. I was trying to get the girls at the office to write me up a speech, but everybody was working on Freddie Blass's speech, so nobody had time for me. So I went down to the mail room and I saw Howie, and Howie wrote me out a speech, but I read it on the way down today, so I decided not to use it. But I want to thank you all again, and there's one more people I'd like to thank is all you fans, because if it wasn't for you fans, we wouldn't be up here today. Thank you.